Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the biggest lie told in Minecraft PvP, and that is that having a high CPS makes you better at the game, because spoiler alert, it doesn't, at least not all that much. So this is actually based off a couple of videos that Tabor has made. I'm just going to be following up on them and offering like my opinions and my insight on this topic because I actually agree with him. So he basically is showcased in a couple of videos that he is just as good when he clicks 5 CPS as opposed to when he clicks 12 CPS. Like, he basically shows that jitterclicking does nothing to make him better, and honestly I think I could do the same thing. I'm not going to do that because obviously he's already proved that, and I don't really think I need to do that as well, but he's proved that he's just as good when clicking slowly, and honestly I agree with him. I am just as good when I click slowly. Anyone else I have seen play is just as good when they click slowly. CPS's difference is very minor, and it really is not as important as people think it is. Many players are still really good at PvP even though they have low CPS. Like, look at Technoblade. He's not one of the best, but he's certainly well above average, and he even got Masters Division in Skywars, and he only clicks like 5 or 6 CPS. And I've got an opposite example. Back when I first started Minecraft PvP, I could click really quickly already. I don't know why I can click really quickly, but back then I could already click 10 CPS, and I couldn't even aim. I was absolutely garbage, and let me tell you firsthand, having a high CPS did not help me, okay? It wasn't until I learned how to aim and other aspects of the game, which I will talk about later, before I actually got good. High CPS was useless to me. Now, before I get a million angry comments where people are like, high CPS has helped me, Cal, it can do this, it can do this. I know it can give an advantage, especially in game modes like pop PvP. It is not entirely useless, and I will cover that topic later. I'm just trying to say that it's not as important as everybody thinks it is. Everybody holds jitterclicking at such a high standard, and it really does not deserve to be there. Countless big YouTubers have made these how to jitterclick tutorials, and they are incredibly popular. They have hundreds of thousands of views, but why? They have so many views because everybody thinks jitterclicking is a fundamental aspect of Minecraft PvP. It is not. I guess there's the fact that having a high CPS also makes you cool, but seriously, having a high CPS won't make you good at the game if you're not already a good PvPer. Let's say you're a brand new player who wants to get into Minecraft PvP. You look up all of these big PvP channels, and all of them have how to jitterclick tutorials, so you must think, jitterclicking is important, right? I guess I'll learn to jitterclick. But honestly, this will just screw you over more than it will help you. Not only is CPS not really that useful, but it will really screw up your aim. Aim is one of the, if not the most important things in Minecraft PvP, and trying to learn to jitterclick will shift your focus from trying to aim better to trying to click faster, and this is not what your priority should be. Your priority should be aiming better. Clicking faster will not help you if you cannot aim, trust me. Even those that aim well normally will struggle to aim when trying to jitterclick. This is because you have to hold your mouse in some pretty awkward and often uncomfortable positions. The action of trying to actually jitter as well might make your mouse shake, which throws off your aim, and obviously, like I've already mentioned, mentally you're trying to focus on clicking faster rather than aim better, so your priorities are completely out of line. If you are looking to get good at Minecraft PvP and you're not yet well above average, do not spend your time learning to jitterclick. What is actually most important is learning how to effectively use your keyboard. Minecraft PvP actually relies so much on the keyboard, it's unreal. Hotkeying, W tapping, S tapping, strafing, sprinting, moving, sneaking, speed bridging, and that's just to name a few. All of it relies on the keyboard. And how does jitterclicking help with any of these? Either not at all or so much that it doesn't really make a difference, in all honesty. This is why CPS is useless to you if you're not already a good PvPer. It doesn't matter how fast you can click, if you haven't already nailed any of those techniques and you can't aim effectively, learning to jitterclick will only hinder your progress. Stop putting all of your focus into getting a higher click speed and put your focus into another area that requires improvement instead. Like, do you suck at hotkeying? Spend your time learning how to hotkey. Do you suck at S-tapping, or do you not even know what S-tapping is? Spend your time learning how to S-tap. Sure, they're not as cool as having 20 CPS, I get it, you don't have the bragging rights, but they will win you far more fights than jitterclicking ever will. Okay, so I've spent the entire video so far slating jitterclicking, but there are are actually some benefits to jitterclicking, but let me reinforce that jitterclicking is not worth learning unless you are already good at the game. Its benefits are limited in most areas of PvP, but it can be very effective in certain situations and in game modes such as pop PvP. It can give you that edge needed to win the fight, as obviously there is not much you can do in Minecraft. You can strafe, you can W tap, you can aim, but like a lot of people can do that. You have to have something that puts you in front of the rest of the competition, and having a higher CPS can give you that edge at times. For example, higher CPS actually causes less knockback. Tenebras actually covered this in a recent video of his that he did back in September, and this can be a huge advantage in fights, as obviously less knockback is very beneficial in all situations. Higher CPS also causes your hits to register as soon as possible. By default, there's a small delay between hits to prevent somebody from getting comboed infinitely. If you have a higher CPS, you actually minimize that delay, which means you hit somebody milliseconds after that delay expires rather than like a second later, which actually lets you land a few more hits than your opponent, which can be crucial in winning some fights. However, as you can see, the benefits that having a higher CPS give you are actually very small and very situational. They won't help you most of the time, and it's in fact borderline useless in most game modes. Jitterclicking can take a lot of time to learn and perfect, and investing this much time into something for something so situational with very small benefits is just not worth it. Invest your time in something else that will actually be useful in every single fight, no matter what the situation is. Something like hotkeying, something like W tapping, strafing, S tapping. Investing your time in all of those techniques will help you in any situation and will help you far more than jitterclicking ever will. The benefits of jitterclicking are just not worth the amount of time it takes to learn how to jitterclick effectively. Unless of course you're already a great PvPer and just looking to further improve yourself. So that is it for this video, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.